Dr. Sclar took so much time to get my full history. I never felt for a moment that he was in a rush to get on to his next patient. He did answer every question I had, and he also said to me, "Diane, it doesn't matter how long this takes, we're going to get to the root of the problem and we are going to end your pain." And to somebody who's been in pain for a long time, that was really just a godsend. It was like getting a big hug. I've had several surgeries with Dr. Sclar, and every time I'm amazed by how much time he takes with his patients. I had a lot of questions because I had a lot of issues in my mouth, and there was no question too small for Dr. Sclar. He looks you straight in the eye, he gives you the information you need, and you know when you wake up from a surgery from Dr. Sclar that he's taking the same time and patience in the operating room that he took with you prior, because even having multiple surgeries with Dr. Sclar, I have never once had a moment of pain afterwards.
They talk to you, make you feel so confident that you go with your eyes closed, you know. It's like being on your house. They are very, very professional. They make you feel like family. They are so patient. They explain you everything so nicely that make you feel very good. So happy. I'm very, very happy. It came out so nice. It's like I don't have anything. They haven't done anything. You know, my family, my friends, they say, "Oh my God, you look so good. They come out so good. Who's the doctor?" You know, and I recommend him a lot because he's such a nice person and doctor, and I don't know. It's that I feel so good when I go there. I feel very good when I go to that place.
At first I thought, you know, teeth being pulled, and it was going to be numerous teeth being pulled, that I thought there's no way I can do this. But I really, at the time, thought, what are my alternatives? You know, either take a chance, do nothing, and lose my teeth anyway, or see somebody that made me feel comfortable enough that I felt I could trust them to do a good job. It was mostly when I was experiencing the pain because of the swelling and things, the gums. I noticed that while I was working, it was difficult to do my job. And I knew eventually I was going to have to see someone. And that's when I saw Dr. Sclar. And they set me up for the first consultation, and then I went in, and they made everything just as pleasant, as easy as possible. So the transition that I had to go through, which was a lot, wasn't as difficult as I thought. From the very beginning, from the first person I talked to at the office, and that was actually done by phone, to actually going in and talking to them. It was probably the easiest thing I've ever done, the easiest. It was just well handled, professionally, more on a personal note. I felt as if I was in a family doctor's office rather than, you know, where I was going. And I recommend anybody that's having problems, whether it's their teeth or their gums, to actually be checked sooner to prevent further loss with your teeth. But now that I've had the work done, I don't look back now and regret anything. It's a blessing.
I was referred to him by another dentist that I used to go to a long time ago, and he told me how great Dr. Sclar was, and this is why I went to him. I've been to a lot of dentists, and a lot of work has been done, and I really did not believe that something could be done and that it could be restored to how it was naturally before. Going into the office for another reason, he was able to tell me that there's something he can do about it, which was great, because I would have then lived the rest of my life without smiling or just covering my smile the whole time. What sets Dr. Sclar apart is that he's really passionate about what he does. You can see it when he talks. His eyes light up and he gets all excited. I've been to a lot of dental offices. He had a lot of technology, more advanced technology in his office, which was nice, and he explained to me that it's because people, you know, give it to him to try out and stuff like that. That also says a lot for practice, I think. Not just to have outdated equipment, but I was very embarrassed to smile. I'd always, you know, cover my smile when I was smiling, started to feel like a vampire. And he was able to fix it. He did a graft for me in the front, and him and his staff actually throughout the year, it took me a year process for continual monitoring and stuff to make sure that the gum didn't continue to rise, and it didn't. He did a great job. It looks natural. I've seen also other patients from other doctors who've had it done, and I mean it looks okay, but then the colors don't match of the gum or what have you. He did a great job, and his staff is very supportive, very organized, which is nice, and very warm. I feel younger. I feel more confident that I can smile now and not have to worry all the time and cover up. So I'm very happy.
I believe that most people, when they're going to the dentist, that's considered a nightmare. They're terrified. And, you know, I was going to have this implant, and that's Frankenstein surgery for me. At least that's how I looked at it. He put the smile back into my smile. He really did. I had a reputation for not smiling very much, and because I was just conscious of my front tooth, and I always felt as though people were looking at me. Not just looking at me, but looking at my tooth, and so it tended to make me a little shy about smiling. And eventually, my previous dentist tried to fix it up, but it just eventually it had to come out. There was nothing you can do to it. It was either take it out and put a partial in, which during this whole process I actually experienced, and I hated it. You know, I'd take it out at night, I'd forget where I put it. It made me think I was really old. I thought about my grandparents, my grandmother in particular. I remember when we were kids, and she had her teeth out, and she put them in a cup in the bathroom, and I was thinking, oh my God, I got to go through all of this stuff. Well, I feel great now. I smile more, just more confidence, and believe it or not, I'm constantly looking at people, and I'm looking at their teeth and their mouth, and I'm thinking, wow, Dr. Sclar could really help these people out. The whole staff are very, very nice. Not just nice, but genuinely concerned about the patient.
I was diagnosed with ectodermal dysplasia when I was 3. So for 17 years I've been back and forth to a lot of universities, a lot of doctors, and it wasn't until the past summer of 2008 that my surgeons at Nova Southeastern quit because they couldn't find where to proceed with my surgery. So through the internet, through countless things, we found Dr. Sclar in Miami, and we checked him out, and right away he had a solution for my problems. I needed a lot of dental implants, I needed bone grafting, a lot of reconstructive surgery because I was missing the bone to support implants, and I didn't have enough support for the implants that all the other doctors wanted me to have. He found that bridges would support best in my mouth. He found simpler ways to support my implants, and all of the surgeries really went in 2 separate operations, whereas my other doctors said it would take multiple surgeries and a lot of years to finish. I'm really happy about them. I used to not smile. I was really uncomfortable with my skin, and ever since I had my implants finished, I right away have just been more outgoing, and all of my friends have noticed. Okay. Well, in the end, I am more confident, and I have great self-esteem, and I wouldn't trade my smile for anything else in the world, so it's awesome.